Welcome to this episode of Video Drone by DIY3DTech.com. We're out here on Lake Huron. I've got the ND64 on the Mavic. I'm going to try some shots. It's a darker day, some weather's blowing in. I've got a little bit of wind, which is making for some nice waves out there. So that's what I want to take advantage of, is the darkness, the waves, motion of the waves, and some slower shutter speeds to get some really interesting shots. So I've already checked the air map and did my maintenance check, so I'm good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this guy up and
take off.
There we go. And I'm going to start video recording as I head out to where I'm going to get the images. And so I'm going to go this way. I'm trying to fly it and have my glasses. So I want to go out to the water's edge. And so I want to gimbal down. And so I'm going to go out to the water's edge. And there's the water's edge. I'm not up too high. I'm going to need to go up a little bit higher. And there's the water. Now what I want to do is I want to go sideways. I want to get one of these jetties. Notice the water blur. That's counting up. Why does that thing keep beeping? Hopefully everything's going good. I want to take it up. I'm definitely getting a lot of motion blur. Okay, so there's a jetty that I want to get, and so I want to go up. I want to go up a bit, and so I'm going to take this up around 90 to 100 feet. And I want to focus on this, and I've got to focus, or it's in the process of focusing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop out of video, so I'm going to stop the video, I'm going to switch to still, and then what I want to do is I'm going to go over here, and I want to take a look, image formats, style, landscape, soft. Yeah, I'm going to just leave it at standard. Leave my image ratio, so I'm going to get a photo. I am going to go auto exposure, 5 rounds, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit my 5 rounds. I want to do another focus on this just to be safe. And I'm going to do another 5 rounds. And again, I want to do another focus on that. So what I'm really doing is focusing on that jetty. So I'm going to hit another set of 5 round auto exposures. Now I'm going to switch it up to HDR. And we're going to try the same thing. Strong remote controller interference. So that's now that's back. So let's go ahead. I'm going to do another focus. And actually what I'm going to do this time is I want to back it up a little bit. Because I want to lock my focus on the ground. And then I want to bring it back to the front. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit HDR again. And I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to go back to auto exposure, white balance for 5 shots. And still stuck on HDR. Why didn't it go back to auto exposure, white balance? It's still doing the HDR thing. So it's doing the HDR thing. So let's get back. I want to get some more since I've reset that focus. And there we go. I want to go ahead and get just some single shots too. And so I've got it set for single shot, doing some single shots. We're grabbing those. Let's do some intervals. And let's sit on 10-second intervals. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try some 10-second intervals to get some really, just kind of looking at the screen here. To really get some change in the picture, then what I can do is I can stack them inside my photo editing program and really try to get some really blurring effect in there. That's really what I want to get. I want to get some stark effect of the background remaining, you know, still, if you will. And then what I want to do is get the motion of the water blurred so it gives it that foamy or frothy look. They should maybe be also pretty interesting in, you know, even black and white with that foamy. Ooh, my lips are so cold. It's about 43 degrees out here, folks. With that foamy, frosty look, I'm really hoping to. So I want to get some image of that, do some stacking, and see what it comes out to be. What I'll also do in post is pull up the color and the vibrancy and saturation of the color, you know, because it is really muted because it's dark out. And again, I'm shooting with an ND64 filter. I think it was Stan, you mentioned that there's an ND1000. I may try getting one of those and experimenting with that too. So the ND64 is really bringing it down. I am seeing on the screen itself a lot of good motion blur, if you will, of the water. So I know I got a pretty good, you know, pretty slow shutter speed as it is. And so that's what we'll kind of pull off there. I am running white balance of cloudy, and so we'll see how that goes. So I've now gotten a good handful of those. So tell you what, I'm going to, it's colder than Pete out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch this back to video. Get some video of this. And so you can kind of see back to the video, from the, you know, back to the higher resolution video, if you will, because, you know, shooting, you know, the video at 800, ISO 800 at 1/25th of a second, and with a cloudy white balance. So you kind of seen it down there. Really nice contrast with the sand and the bluish of the water, and so really nice. So. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this back. I'm just going to fly this back around the water. I just love this type of view.
Low battery warning.
I know, I'm coming back. And so I'm going to just bring this down a little bit and back them up. And you just kind of see me come back up the beach with the downward looking camera. So I'm backing up as I'm bringing it backwards. And boy, is it cold. I need to bring it over a little bit. And let's bring it back. Bring it back, bring it back. Landing pad should be coming in sight pretty soon. And I need to get it over here. Bring it down some more. And don't run it into my head, damn pilot. And it's really kind of a bugger to get her centered. And so let's go ahead and bring it down. Don't want to hit it in the sand, so I'm really... There we go. We're squared away. We're right down. I want to do a gimbal up. And we're square on the pad. I'm going to go ahead, save off the video. And another great flight of the Mavic on Lake Huron. Cold morning, cold afternoon, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's afternoon. It's after 2 o'clock, so I guess it's afternoon. So anyways, let me know what you guys are thinking about for lunch. Give this a big thumbs up. I'll have overlaid some of the pictures. I'll also post these out on 500 pixels. And hey, we'll see you guys in the next video. We'll go flying again. Cheers.